What's good, everyone? Aggie Coach here. All right, guys, so welcome to a new video. I am at the stage where I'm ready to kick off the season. So I got my Penn State Nittany Lions here, and I don't have their numbers on yet. I just got finished tweaking them. As a matter of fact, the team don't even have names yet. The guys don't have names yet. I'm finishing up Penn State as we speak. And as soon as I get Penn State done, which will probably be in maybe another day or so, then I'm going to go ahead and kick off the season. And then any teams that I'm working on, I'll just work on them in the background. So I wanted to just kind of fill you guys in on what's getting ready to happen. So I got Penn State and I got Appalachian State here. And for this particular season, I'm going to do something different. So I have been using the Toe Pro Passers for the last 3 or 4 seasons. And since I got the manual done, the 2021 manual done, one of the things that I haven't done, which I want to do for this season, one of the things that I haven't done is used the strategic zone passing system. And so for this season, it's going to be different. For this season, guys, I'm going to be using the zone passing system. And what I wanted to do here is demonstrate to you guys what it's going to look like. And one of the reasons that I have kind of shied away from using the zone passing system is because I feel like it kind of takes away from the professional look of the video. At least that's kind of what I have been telling myself. But on the flip side, since I have been working on this Penn State team and getting them all tweaked and working on Appalachian State and getting them all tweaked, I started using the zone passing system more. And it's become exciting using it, because it's really exciting watching the defense, watching the cornerbacks, watching the receivers fighting for the ball. Now, because you guys don't have the Fat 8 Rulebook, oh, by the way, if you want to get the Fat 8 Rulebook, go to my Facebook page, just do a search for Fat 8, and you can download the Rulebook from the file section if you want to get the Rulebook. If not, it's okay, because if you're watching this video, I'm gonna tell you how it works anyway. And so as you guys start watching the games, you're going to, I think you're gonna start to kind of get a feel for how it works. And just in case questions come up, I want to explain to you really quickly, because this won't take long. I want to explain really quickly how the zone system works. And it's actually much more difficult than using the triple threat passers too, because like using the triple threat passers, you really just need to hit the receiver, whereas the zone passing system makes it much more difficult because you have players all reacting to the ball and all running to the ball. So really quickly, I'm going to just go through the rules and explain to you guys how it works really quickly. That way, when next week, when the first game starts, because we're getting ready to get back into games, when I upload the first game starting next week, and you see this, you guys won't be shocked, because I think you guys have also gotten used to me actually passing the ball. And this is going to be an adjustment for me too. It's going to feel kind of weird, like not passing the ball. But it's exciting watching the receivers go and try and run the ball down. So let's get into it. So real quick, here in the rule book, so I want to just kind of share with you guys what this looks like. And I think that what will happen is, as you get a chance to see it, it will make things a little bit easier so you guys don't be so shocked by it. So it's in Appendix D, okay? It's in Appendix D, and it's really, really simple. So basically here, so first you announce the receiver, right? Now, I won't be doing this in the game, guys. Y'all know this, like, because I'm going to be announcing the game, so it's going to be more like a real game. But just so you understand what's happening in the background, announce the receiver. Now, we have 2 zone templates, okay? So we have one zone template that's 3 inches round, and we have one that's 5 inches round, okay? Now, so just real quick, so from 13 yards or less, the quarterback will use the 3-inch one, and beyond 13 yards, you use the 5-inch, okay? Now, done with that. Now, let me just explain real quick. So let's imagine that this receiver is running a post, okay? So we're going to just say that this guy came out and broke on this post, and this cornerback is backpedaling with him, okay? Ball is spotted on the 30-yard line. He's beyond 13 yards. So that's going to be the 5-inch. Now, this right here is the reaction zone. So the circle goes over top of the head of the receiver. Now, you're also not going to see this when I'm shooting the game. I'm not going to show you this in the game because it will really, really, really make it look not fun. So that will be done off camera. But just so you know what's happening. So the circle will go over top. Now, this represents the reaction zone of the defenders. The ball cannot go inside of that reaction zone. The ball has to go outside of the reaction zone. Now, the ball also, let me show you the ball. It's a moving ball. So it's mounted on a base, okay? The end, the tip of the ball has to be facing the quarterback, okay? So this right here is another thing that's important. Because what has to happen is the ball has to be thrown from the perspective of the quarterback. So there's some things that I can't do. For example, I can't have the end of the ball, any end. I can't have the end of the ball facing like this. And have the ball traveling this way, right? And the reasoning is for that is because the quarterback isn't standing over here, throwing the ball that way. So the end of the ball has to be traveling from the perspective of the quarterback. So hopefully that makes sense. So let's just use this as an example. Let's say on this post route, right? Because this already tells you what the ball has to look like. On this post route, let me move the safety out the way. On this post route, you can imagine that, and you'll actually see this, that the receiver is running towards the end zone, towards the center of the field. That means that the ball, from the perspective of the quarterback, when he throws it, is going to be traveling like this, right? Okay, so if he's leading the receiver and the reaction zone is here, then the quarterback is going to be throwing the ball this way. So you can have him, let's say if he's throwing it on the outside shoulder, or if he's throwing it. So you can see how complicated this is going to be. It's going to be fun. So let's say he's throwing it here. Well, you can see that that's going to be an interception. If if the cornerback makes contact with the ball. So that means that he has to really throw it deep. If he's throwing this post route and he's throwing it across the middle, he has to really throw it deep. So, and that cornerback is allowed to turn and run as well. So we'll say he's throwing the ball deep like this. Right? And then depending on his positioning, what you would do is just pivot him like this to go run towards the ball and pivot. And in this situation, as you can see, they would actually have to run the ball down, but this would show the ball traveling this way, right? So it has to be done from the perspective of the quarterback, which is going to make it really, really challenging to play games this way. And I'm going to have to just kind of get used to it. But I have been playing around with it, and it is a lot of fun watching them actually fight over this ball, especially when the offense and the defense and everybody are just kind of scrambling, and just learning good ball placement and keeping that nose towards the quarterback to show that, you know, the quarterback's not throwing the ball sideways like this, right? The other thing that's pretty cool is the zone system also allows me to do a lot of comeback routes. So, you know, he could come down here and he could do a curl. So if the possibility is there, the quarterback could throw the ball like this, and this guy could be, say he's going out like here, but he's going to do a curl. So then you can have him turn around like this, and then have him come back to the ball, right? And, you know, if he's free, then he can turn and run towards the end zone. So you're going to see stuff like that. You're going to see screens. You're going to see some swing passes. You're going to see some slants. It's going to really open things up and have them actually running some good routes. More like what you would see on TV. So I'm going to give this a shot. I just wanted to just kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm getting ready to do. As we have our first game next week, I'm going to be using the zone passing system. I'm going to be using the zone passing system going forward and just kind of seeing how this works. So I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to send you guys one more video over the next day or so. Man, maybe I'll post another video later tomorrow. Just kind of showing you what it really looks like, so you can get an opportunity to actually see it in action. So I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you guys. Don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe. We're getting ready to kick off the season, guys. Next week, we're going to have our first game. Now, here's another thing I want to post. I want to go ahead and put out there. I am playing on my smaller board for this upcoming season, and not playing on the big scale size board, only because I have a lot of work that I need to get done to that board. I need to do some work to it, and I need to build a table for it because since we moved into a new location, into a new home, this room isn't as big as the one that I had before. So I'm going to be playing with my smaller board, with the 24 by 48 board. All right. So I'm getting ready to kick this off, guys. And next week, we're going to really, really get into it. I got an exciting season. I'm doing something different that I haven't done before either. I'm playing with the strategic zone passing system. That's going to be real interesting. I'm going to play with it all throughout next season, this upcoming season. All right. So I'm going to stop it here, and then I'll come back and I'll run a few plays so you can actually see what it looks like. Keep in mind that you're going to be seeing the reaction zones in the next video, but when I actually shoot the games, you won't see it. All right, peace.